Hello, welcome to the Daily Devotion. I'm Kathy Morris, pastor of the Dixon United Methodist Church. We don't like thinking about our sins. We don't like thinking about our mistakes and failures. We tend to minimize them. This is unfortunate because when we do this, we also minimize the gift of God's forgiveness. We fail to see the power and blessing of God's mercy. Thomas Wilson was a leader of the Church of England in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. He believed quite strongly that our actions need to match our professions of faith. In order to do this, we have to be willing to examine our attitudes and our behaviors. In one of his prayers, Thomas Wilson identifies the types of sin that are a part of our lives. Forgive me my sins, O Lord, the sins of my present and the sins of my past, the sins of my soul and the sins of my body, the sins which I have done to please myself and the sins which I have done to please others. Forgive me my casual sins and my deliberate sins, and those I have labored so to hide that I have hidden them even from myself. Forgive me, O Lord. Forgive all my sins for Jesus' sake. In our Bible reading for today, it comes from the story of Noah that we find in the book of Genesis. This is a story of forgiveness for all of our sins. The rainbow in the sky was a symbol of God's promise not to destroy the earth and all its people because of our sin. I'm reading from Genesis chapter 9, verses 11 through 13 from the New Revised Standard Version. I establish my covenant with you that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for all future generations. I have set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth." I think sometimes when we look at rainbows, we see the delight and the joy of them. We forget, though, of the serious reminder that they are meant to be of God's forgiveness and mercy. In your prayer journal, draw a rainbow. And then beneath the rainbow, list the sins that are named by Thomas Wilson in his prayers. May this be a reminder of God's steadfastly forgiving love.